When considering a renovation, most look to the equity in their home for funding. It's generally speaking a great way to do it, and there are three major approaches. Number one is a cash out refinance. This is simply where you're refinancing, paying off your existing first mortgage with a larger new first mortgage and using that additional money to fund the renovation. Now, cash out refinances are typically limited to 80% of the appraised value, so you've obviously got to have sufficient equity to do this. Also, you have to weigh out the rate on your current first mortgage relative to what new rates are to determine whether or not this is the right approach. The second is to take out an equity loan or second mortgage. This allows you to access more equity, and in some cases up to 100% of the existing equity in the home. Your first mortgage remains as is, so if you've got a really low rate on that first mortgage, this may be the approach. One of the things to consider, however, is second mortgages are either variable rate loans or they typically are higher than first mortgage rates. Now, the third option is really kind of the fallback option, where you don't have enough equity in the existing home that you need that future value to fund the renovation. There are a couple different kinds. There's a 203K renovation loan, there's what's called the home style, but they all basically function the same way. These admittedly are a much heavier lift on the front end. You have to have your renovation plans in place, your contractor in place, but basically what happens is the value is determined as if those renovations were completed and that finished product was sitting there today. Based on that new value, the loan amount is determined, the old loan or the first mortgage gets paid off, and the rest of the renovations get funded through that future equity. If you've experienced one of these loans, you want to share some thoughts, or if you have questions about them, please post them below, and we'll see you next week.